Okay guys, this is going to be my first attempt at 3D casting or sand casting or delf or whatever you want to call it in a long time. I mean a long time. I've done some impressions and stuff like that, but to actually do a 3D mold, I haven't done that in a lot of years. And I've been watching Nautical do it, and every time I watch him do it, it makes me want to do it more. So I am just going to give it a shot, see if I can still do it. I used to do it a long time ago, but anyway, so let's just see, get us some sand in here and just go from there. Just play around today, that's all. We're just going to play. Believe it or not, this sand and all this stuff has been in the can for 20 years. I do believe the last 3D casting I did was before we moved our shop the first time. So that would have had to have been prior to the year 2000. Would have been my last one. So minimum of about 18 years, 19 years. This stuff has just been sitting in the can on the shelf. So like I said, we're just going to give it a try. We're going to play around with it. I'm actually going to try and do that little bear. He had a couple hollow spots on him, so I actually filled it with clay and then used my powder but I'm not going to talk too much anymore through this because I know I'm going to have to time lapse it, so I am just going to work for a change and keep my mouth shut. I'll speed this up so y'all don't go to sleep, and we'll see you when we get the mold done, or I'll get back to talking when we get the mold done, and we're going to go outside and try and cast it. So watch. Okay guys, we are outside. We got everything set up to do our little pour. I've got about, probably 4 ounces of silver in here. I'm guesstimating that this little pour is going to take. The only thing I'm concerned with is when I punched out my sprue, I'm hoping I didn't get it too thin there. So I'm going to have to pour straight into that sprue hole to keep from blowing it out or busting it out. But anyway, so when our 4 ounces of silver gets melted, we'll go ahead and pour this guy, which will be my first 3D pour in well over 20 years. But Nautical, you did it to me, man. You made me want to do this again. So I'm not thinking it's going to be all that great, but we will see. Alrighty, we'll get back at you when we're ready to pour. Okay guys, it is that moment. Our silver is hot enough and ready. Hopefully I won't blow that sprue hole out. And we're going to go ahead and see what happens with this first one in 20 years. Oh, we got a little bit of overpour, which is fine. It did come up through the holes. We got everything out. Got a bunch of little beads to pick up, but at least I think we got it. I think we got it, guys. I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to pause for a minute, pick up my mess, and we'll get back at you. Okay guys, I gathered up all our little tiny BBs of silver, which is actually one of the reasons I like pouring on wood, because when that silver goes out, because that's cold or for whatever reason that you get a little blow by or a little spattering of silver, it hits that wood and it burns right into the wood and stays there. So I actually kind of like doing that way. Now it's time to see, did we have enough metal? It appears that we may have had enough metal. Okay. Let's see if we can get him out of here. Break that sprue. Alrighty guys, it's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Got a little bit of overpour, which I expected because I really didn't spend a lot of time with my mold. Get this other little bit of silver out of here. So we had just enough. I used about 4 ounces of silver. Go ahead and scrape this out. I like to do this right away, or I used to like to do it right away, because then I can go put the rest of this right back into the tub. Not worry about keeping this burnt stuff. But I think we're going to have a pretty fair little casting, considering I am like way out of practice for this. Okay, we got that one cleaned out. Got all our burnt stuff out. Set that right there for now. Actually, I'll set it right here and go ahead and clean this one out. Ooh, there's a little tiny piece of silver. I see. And there's one more. There it is. and scrape this out. And guys, we'll get back at you inside, okay? You don't have to sit and watch me do all this crap. So we'll get back at you in just a bit. Okay guys, we're back inside. There was our mold. He actually was kind of hollow, so I filled him with clay and dusted him with powder. But he had a little hollow spot here and a hollow spot on the base. I was just looking this one over. My mold alignment was good. I just got a little bit of separation there when we poured, probably from moving it around too much. So I'm going to go ahead and do my trimming and clean this little guy up, and we will show him to you when we are done. Alrighty guys, we'll get back at you in a bit. Okay guys, there's the little bear. I haven't been able to get him out of Cheryl's hand since I got him out of the tumbler, but there he is. He might be a lost cause. I may not get him back. There's his little BYS there on his belly, and there he's marked. I think it came out, let me see, I have to look for a second, at 3.43, I can't see it through the camera, 3.43 troy ounces, 999 fine silver. And I'll put him back in her hand and we can get a good look at him. Alrighty, now I think she's going to carry him off to the room. So anyway, that was my first attempt there in 20 years or more, so not too shabby. I think I'm going to start playing with this stuff again. Have a good one guys. We'll see you in the next video.